so I get all my information off Bleacher Report. I read an article today.
You read something?
I did.
Okay.
If you work with a damn idiot, they'll buy you out. So.
Okay, so in case some of you missed it, Shannon Sharpe will be leaving Undisputed right after the NBA Finals, which will be in about a week or so after he reached a buyout agreement with FS1, meaning he still has some time left on his contract but has worked out an agreement to leave before the expiry of the initial agreement. This is a show that has been running for 7 successful years and has competed with ESPN's First Take week in and week out. Anyways, it's being reported that part of the reason for the split from the pair was because of Skip Bayless himself. It's no secret that the two have had a frosty relationship in recent times since the episode when the pair went at it after Skip questioned the former Hall of Famer's greatness on a debate about Tom Brady. This was then followed up by another incident shortly after Skip made an insensitive tweet following the Damar Hamlin injury in Week 17 of the NFL season.
You make it seem like I was a bum. I'm in the effing Hall of Fame.
Okay,
I got 3 Super Bowls.
So what?
So what?
He's way better than you were.
But I didn't want it.
Well, time out. I'm not going to take it down because I stand by what I tweeted.
Skip, let me finish.
All right, okay.
Go ahead.
No, you go.
So while a lot of the debates, in my opinion, are somewhat fabricated, you could tell there were a lot of animosity between the two during these heated exchanges. In the first example, you had Shannon and Skip go at it to the point where Shannon had to take off his glasses.
Wait a minute.
What are you talking about?
You would take a person.
Put your glasses back on.
So Skip literally sunned Shannon on national TV, telling him to put his glasses back on. And anyone who's watched the show for a few years knows that Shannon ain't really the type of guy to take that kind of disrespect. This had a lot of people talking within the black community about the way Skip was treating Shannon on the show, questioning his credentials when talking about Tom Brady. Then shit hit the fan a month later following the Damar Hamlin tweet, as it resulted in Shannon skipping the Undisputed the next day, leaving Skip to host the show by himself. This was obviously in protest for the tweets Skip sent out and even his refusal to take it down after all the backlash. And the pair got into it again when Sharpe came back on the show and addressed the audience for his reasons for not coming the day before.
I didn't want to yesterday to get into a situation where Damar Hamlin was the issue. We should have been talking about him and not get into your tweet.
Okay, so there's that and a whole lot of other nuance to this whole situation. When the show first aired in 2016, Skip handpicked Shannon to be his co-host. Shannon worked at ESPN briefly after he was let go by CBS and really integrated himself well onto the show. He was well received by the audience, and if I'm gonna be honest, his stock shot up through the roof and maybe even past Skip's. Shannon had a huge presence on social media and a lot of his clips were being shared throughout Twitter. He's really popular with a younger audience, and it's really no secret why he's so well liked by many. The dude is a hilarious individual and is really meant to be in front of a camera. But with all that said, think about how all this is received by Skip Bayless. He's the one who controls Undisputed. He has all the final say on what happens on that show because in all honesty, it is still his show. However, he's no idiot and probably sees a shift in numbers moving towards his co-host. Just look at their podcast numbers. Episodes from Skip Bayless's podcast are lucky to even see 10,000 views, while Club Shay Shay videos are commanding hundreds of thousands of views. Anyways, it's now being reported that all this may have led to Skip to go on a power trip on the program, which may have led to Shannon's departure. There are rumors of Skip's alleged dictatorship-like rule on the show. You can't tweet about him, talk about him, anything, or they call you into the office. Skip is not going to hire anybody who challenges him, and he's going to make the hire. And just in case you needed more proof, look at some of the tweets Shannon's Twitter account has been liking. Here's one that reads, FS1 keeping Skip and losing Jenny Taft and Shannon Sharpe is like a music promoter keeping Weird Al Yankovic and getting rid of Lady Gaga and James Brown. And then another tweet that read, their relationship got progressively worse over the last 2 or 3 years because Skip fought for him to be on that show, but I feel Skip couldn't stand Shannon succeeding without, and that's when Skip began taking pot shots on the air. Wow, those likes are pretty revealing as to what the relationship between the two was really like. For Shannon to go out and publicly like those tweets gives you an indication that that's how he truly feels. Skip simply had an issue with Shannon's stardom rising above his own. There was also one other tweet that Shannon liked earlier this morning, but as of now has unliked. And this tweet just goes to show you how much hatred there might actually be between the pair. The tweet read, Shannon Sharpe has outgrown Skip Bayless. He is far superior. He has a wonderfully bright future ahead. Bayless, meanwhile, won't find another partner. His career will nosedive because he is a piece of shit. Wow, for Shannon to like that, it says a lot. A tweet saying Skip is a piece of shit. Anyways, there's a lot of rumors going on that Skip may have some trouble finding a co-host as he's loathed by so many, but something tells me he'll have plenty of people willing to sit across the desk from him.